Today, I want to speak directly to the women in this room who feel the stirring of destiny deep within their hearts. I want to remind you that God has a plan, a divine blueprint for your life, a plan that is greater than anything you can imagine. Sometimes, though, we can sense that a change is coming, a season of favor and promotion, but we may not recognize it when it begins to unfold. Today, I want to share 7 unmistakable signs that you are being led into a season of supernatural promotion. The first sign is divine preparation. Before God promotes a woman, He prepares her. He shapes your character, tests your faith, and strengthens your spirit. You may feel like you're in the wilderness, facing challenges and obstacles, but know this: every trial is refining you. Every season of waiting is equipping you with the wisdom, resilience, and spiritual maturity necessary for the next level. If you find yourself being challenged but still standing strong, it's a sign that promotion is near. When God is preparing a woman for a season of supernatural promotion, the first and most crucial sign is divine preparation. This is a period where He works behind the scenes, molding, refining, and equipping her for the responsibilities and influence that lie ahead. Divine preparation is often subtle and not immediately recognized, but it is essential. Life may seem challenging, filled with trials, disappointments, or delays, but each experience is carefully orchestrated by God to strengthen character, deepen faith, and build resilience. The struggles that appear overwhelming are not meant to defeat but to refine. Just as gold must pass through fire to remove impurities, a woman's spirit must go through testing to ensure she is ready for the weight of promotion. During this season, a woman may face moments where she feels inadequate, overlooked, or unappreciated. These moments are intentional. God is teaching patience, humility, and perseverance, which are vital qualities for leadership and influence. It is not enough to have talent, intellect, or ambition. Promotion requires maturity of character. Divine preparation often involves lessons in self-discipline, integrity, and spiritual endurance. A woman who learns to remain faithful in small, unseen tasks demonstrates her readiness for greater responsibilities. The consistency of faithfulness in ordinary life becomes the foundation upon which God will place extraordinary favor. Faith also grows during this time. Challenges may arise that seem insurmountable, but divine preparation teaches reliance on God rather than on personal strength or human wisdom. The more a woman depends on God to navigate difficulties, the more her faith is fortified. She begins to understand that promotion is not earned by effort alone, but is a result of obedience, trust, and alignment with God's will. This reliance develops spiritual maturity, allowing her to walk confidently into opportunities without fear or hesitation. The unseen work of God builds character that can withstand the pressures that come with advancement. Another aspect of divine preparation is the cultivation of spiritual gifts and talents. God often places women in situations that stretch their abilities, giving them opportunities to develop skills they will need in their next season. Sometimes, these are tasks that feel repetitive, mundane, or even frustrating, but they are training grounds for leadership. Through these experiences, discernment, wisdom, and problem-solving skills are sharpened. A woman begins to recognize the value of patience, strategic thinking, and humility in her interactions with others. These lessons prepare her not only for success, but for responsible, godly leadership. Divine preparation also works on the heart. God aligns desires, priorities, and motivations, removing anything that could hinder promotion. A heart focused on self-glory, envy, or impatience cannot sustain the level of influence God intends to bestow. Through reflection, prayer, and sometimes seasons of solitude, He shapes her heart to be aligned with His purpose. The woman learns to walk in love, integrity, and humility, knowing that true promotion is a reflection of God's power and not personal achievement. In this season, patience is key. Waiting is not passive, it is active preparation. Each delay, each challenge, and each trial is intentional. When a woman embraces this period with faith and perseverance, She positions herself to receive God's supernatural promotion. By the time the season of advancement arrives, she is not only ready to step into it, but to thrive, sustain, and maximize the opportunities God has prepared. Ultimately, divine preparation is God's way of ensuring that promotion is not just external, but internal. The woman emerges stronger, wiser, and fully equipped, ready to walk into a life of supernatural favor and influence, knowing that every experience in the preparation phase was a necessary step toward her divine destiny. One of the clearest signs that a woman is being led into a season of supernatural promotion is the emergence of clarity of vision. This is a time when God begins to open her spiritual eyes, revealing His purpose and direction in ways she may have never fully understood before. Clarity of vision is not simply about knowing what you want or setting personal goals. It is about perceiving God's plan for your life and understanding how your unique gifts, experiences, and opportunities align with that plan. It is a divine illumination that helps a woman recognize her calling and the path she is meant to walk. During this period, she may notice that certain aspects of her life begin to make sense in a new way. The experiences that once seemed random or even discouraging suddenly reveal themselves as purposeful steps leading to her destiny. Challenges that felt like setbacks are now seen as lessons, preparation, or divine redirection. This newfound perspective provides a sense of alignment between her past, present, and future. It is as if God is showing her a map, pointing out the paths she should take and the doors she should pursue. The clarity of vision becomes a guiding light, helping her make decisions with confidence and purpose. This vision is often accompanied by a deep sense of understanding about the unique season she is entering. She begins to discern what matters most and what is merely a distraction. Priorities shift naturally, and she becomes more intentional about her time, energy, and focus. The things that once consumed her attention may no longer hold significance because God is redirecting her heart toward the pursuits that will align with His plans for her life. This shift is crucial because promotion and advancement require not only skill and talent, but also strategic focus on what God is truly calling her to accomplish. In addition to direction, clarity of vision brings discernment. She begins to recognize opportunities that are divinely appointed versus those that are not aligned with her calling. People, situations, and events take on new meaning, and she develops the wisdom to make decisions that honor God's purpose. This discernment prevents missteps that could delay promotion or cause unnecessary challenges. God's guidance becomes evident in the alignment of circumstances and in the subtle confirmations He provides, whether through spiritual insight, prophetic counsel, or a sense of peace when moving in the right direction. Clarity of vision also fuels confidence and faith. When a woman sees her path more clearly, she can walk forward without hesitation. Uncertainty diminishes because she understands that her journey is guided by a higher power and every step is intentional. This confidence does not stem from arrogance or self-reliance, but from a deep trust in God's timing and wisdom. She becomes empowered to take bold steps, knowing that the direction she is moving in is ordained by God. Another aspect of this clarity is the revelation of specific goals and assignments. God begins to place concrete ideas, strategies, or projects in her mind. These are not just random ambitions. They are instructions and visions for the work He wants her to accomplish. The more she embraces this clarity, the more she can align her efforts with divine purpose, ensuring that her actions produce fruit and that her promotion will be sustainable. Ultimately, clarity of vision is a sign of God's intimate involvement in her life. It is His way of saying, I have a plan for you and I am showing you the way forward. This vision does more than inspire. It equips her to move intentionally, make wise choices, and step confidently into the season of supernatural promotion. By paying attention to these revelations, embracing the guidance, and walking in faith, a woman positions herself to fulfill her God-given destiny and to rise into the level of influence and favor that He has prepared for her. Another unmistakable sign that a woman is being led into a season of supernatural promotion is the manifestation of supernatural favor in her life. This favor is not earned by human effort, talent, or connections. It is a divine blessing that aligns circumstances, opportunities, and people to elevate her to her next level. Supernatural favor is God's way of opening doors that seem impossible, creating pathways that appear unplanned, and orchestrating events in a way that only His hand can accomplish. It is the evidence that God is actively working behind the scenes to position her for promotion, and often comes at times when she least expects it. Supernatural favor begins subtly. She may notice small coincidences that defy explanation, or people may respond to her with unexpected kindness, encouragement, or support. These moments, though seemingly ordinary, are part of a greater divine strategy. They are confirmations that God is orchestrating her life in a way that will lead to breakthroughs. As this favor increases, the woman begins to experience doors opening in her career, ministry, relationships, or personal endeavors that no one could have arranged through human means alone. It is a pattern of divine intervention that marks the presence of God's hand in her life. One key aspect of supernatural favor is its ability to bring the right people into her life at the right time. Mentors, allies, and supporters appear, often at critical junctures, to provide guidance, encouragement, or practical assistance. These connections are not random. They are strategically placed by God to help her navigate the path toward promotion. Favor also brings opportunities that align perfectly with her purpose. Jobs, partnerships, invitations, or projects that seem tailor-made for her skills and calling. The alignment of people, timing, and opportunity is never a coincidence. It is a clear demonstration of God's favor and providence. Another hallmark of supernatural favor is the way it produces results that exceed expectation. Tasks that once seemed difficult or impossible become achievable with surprising ease. Challenges are met with solutions that seem to appear from nowhere, and obstacles that could have halted progress are removed in ways that cannot be explained by human effort. This is God's way of showing that promotion is not based on struggle alone, but on His provision and power. The more she walks in alignment with God's purpose, the more this favor becomes evident, confirming that she is on the path to divine elevation. Supernatural favor also cultivates influence and recognition. People begin to take notice of her abilities, wisdom, and character, and doors of influence open naturally. She may receive invitations, recommendations, or leadership opportunities that elevate her status and impact. What makes this promotion supernatural is that it comes without forcing, striving, or manipulation. It is God's blessing manifesting in practical, visible ways. Favor multiplies when coupled with humility and obedience, ensuring that the woman remains aligned with God's purposes rather than being lifted by pride or self-interest. It is important to recognize that supernatural favor is not always immediate or constant. It often comes in seasons, interspersed with periods of waiting or testing, which refine character and faith. The woman learns to recognize God's hand in both the visible breakthroughs and the hidden preparations, understanding that favor is a divine mechanism to bring her into alignment with her higher calling. Ultimately, supernatural favor is both a sign and a tool. It signals that promotion is imminent and provides the means to step into new opportunities with confidence. When a woman begins to experience favor that transcends ordinary effort, she can be assured that God is actively guiding her steps, positioning her for a season of unprecedented growth, influence, and divine promotion. By recognizing and embracing this favor, she positions herself to walk boldly into the extraordinary season that God has prepared specifically for her. A fourth significant sign that a woman is being led into a season of supernatural promotion is the presence of peace amidst change. Life often presents uncertainty, transitions, and unexpected challenges, and most people respond with anxiety, fear, or doubt. However, when God is about to elevate a woman into her next season, He grants her a supernatural peace that transcends circumstances. This peace is not dependent on external conditions, nor is it the absence of challenges. Rather, it is a profound inner assurance that comes from knowing that God is in control and that every step of the journey is divinely orchestrated. This peace often manifests in the midst of upheaval or transition. While others may panic over changes in career, relationships, or circumstances, the woman begins to feel a calm confidence that everything is unfolding according to God's plan. She may still face obstacles, but the anxiety that once accompanied uncertainty is replaced by trust. This is God's way of preparing her heart for promotion. He wants her to move forward with clarity and confidence, rather than hesitation and fear. Peace becomes a spiritual compass, guiding her decisions and helping her navigate new opportunities without being derailed by stress or doubt. Supernatural peace also serves as confirmation of God's favor and timing. When a woman experiences tranquility in situations that might otherwise provoke worry, it is a signal that she is aligned with God's plan. This peace often comes accompanied by clarity and discernment, allowing her to see choices, directions, and opportunities with wisdom. It is a gentle reminder that God is not only aware of her situation, but is actively working behind the scenes to orchestrate outcomes that will lead to her advancement. In other words, peace is both a gift and a guide, providing assurance that the path she is on is the one God intends for her during this season. The woman may also notice a decreased sensitivity to negativity or opposition. Where she might have once been easily discouraged by criticism, setbacks, or delays, she now maintains composure and confidence. She understands that her circumstances do not define her, and that God's timing is perfect. This peace allows her to maintain focus, even when the environment seems chaotic. It becomes a stabilizing force, keeping her centered on her purpose rather than being swayed by fear, doubt, or impatience. Another key aspect of this supernatural peace is its ability to empower boldness. Because she is not driven by fear or uncertainty, the woman can take courageous steps toward opportunities that she might previously have avoided. She is able to embrace change, make strategic moves, and step into higher levels of responsibility with confidence, knowing that God's hand is guiding her path. Peace, in this sense, is not passive. It is active, strengthening her spirit and equipping her to seize the season of promotion that awaits. Spiritual peace also fosters a deeper relationship with God. It invites reflection, prayer, and alignment with His will. When a woman walks in this peace, she is better able to hear God's voice, discern His guidance, and respond to His direction with obedience. It serves as both a shield and a signal, a shield against fear, stress, and distraction, and a signal that she is moving in step with divine timing. Ultimately, peace amidst change is a hallmark of divine promotion. It reassures the woman that God is preparing her for something greater, that He is orchestrating circumstances for her good, and that her journey is under divine control. When she embraces this peace, she walks boldly into new opportunities, faces challenges with confidence, and steps into her supernatural promotion without hesitation or fear. It is a gift, a confirmation, and a key to sustaining success in the season that God has prepared for her. Another unmistakable sign that a woman is being led into a season of supernatural promotion is the increase in responsibility and influence. This sign reflects God's intentional strategy to prepare her for greater impact. Before promotion comes the expansion of authority, accountability, and leadership opportunities. This increase may initially feel overwhelming, but it is a vital step in God's plan to equip her for the level of influence she's about to receive. God often tests faithfulness in the smaller responsibilities before entrusting greater tasks, demonstrating that promotion is earned through diligence, integrity, and obedience. As responsibilities grow, the woman may find herself managing more tasks, people, or projects than before. At first, it can feel challenging or even daunting, but these increased demands are designed to stretch her capabilities and develop her leadership skills. God uses these moments to strengthen her problem-solving abilities, refine her decision-making, and cultivate patience, wisdom, and resilience. Each responsibility is a training ground, preparing her to handle even greater influence in the next season. She learns to lead not just with efficiency, but with discernment and grace. Alongside increased responsibility comes expanded influence. God begins to place her in situations where her words, actions, and decisions carry weight. She may notice that people seek her counsel, respect her opinions, or look to her as a source of guidance. Influence is a powerful tool, and God ensures that it is granted to those who are prepared to wield it responsibly. Promotion is not merely about personal elevation, it is about impact. The ability to influence others positively is a hallmark of supernatural promotion, and God carefully orchestrates the opportunities that will cultivate this influence. An essential aspect of this stage is the development of leadership through service. As responsibilities increase, the woman learns that true leadership is rooted in humility and selflessness. She discovers that her actions affect others, and that her decisions carry consequences beyond herself. By serving faithfully, she demonstrates readiness for higher positions and greater authority. God watches the consistency of her character under pressure, her ability to inspire and uplift others, and her willingness to remain faithful even when recognition is delayed. This integrity becomes the foundation for sustainable promotion. In addition, increased responsibility and influence often test emotional and spiritual maturity. Challenges may arise that require discernment, patience, and reliance on God's wisdom. The woman may encounter difficult relationships, demanding tasks, or unexpected setbacks. These moments are not obstacles to promotion, but opportunities to develop resilience and demonstrate faithfulness. God uses these experiences to mold her into a leader who can handle the pressures of influence without compromising her values or mission. The ability to maintain composure, make wise decisions, and act with integrity during times of stress is a key indicator that she is prepared for supernatural promotion. Another critical element is accountability. As her responsibilities grow, God ensures that she is surrounded by mentors, peers, or spiritual guides who provide guidance, correction, and encouragement. This network of support helps her navigate challenges, develop strategic insight, and maintain focus on God's purpose. The combination of increased responsibility, expanded influence, and wise counsel equips her to step confidently into new opportunities and roles that will define her season of promotion. As we bring all these truths together, it becomes evident that God's hand is at work in your life in ways that may not always be visible at first. Every challenge you have faced, every moment of uncertainty, every season of waiting, and every opportunity you have been given has been a deliberate part of His divine plan. When God is preparing a woman for a season of supernatural promotion, nothing is left to chance. His preparation is meticulous, intentional, and perfectly timed. It is through these layers of preparation that He ensures you are equipped to handle not just the elevation itself, but the responsibilities, influence, and impact that come with it. Consider for a moment the significance of each sign we've discussed. Divine preparation teaches patience, perseverance, and faith, molding your character so that you are ready to steward the blessings that are coming. Clarity of vision aligns your heart and your actions with God's purpose, allowing you to navigate your path with discernment and confidence. Supernatural favor opens doors that human effort cannot achieve, connecting you with opportunities and people who will elevate you into your destiny. Peace amidst change sustains you through uncertainty, giving you the courage to step forward even when circumstances seem unclear. Increased responsibility and influence demonstrate that God trusts you with more than just position. They are a training ground for leadership and impact. And divine connections and mentorship ensure that you are never alone, that the right people are strategically placed in your life to guide, support, and elevate you at just the right moment. When all of these signs come together, they form a clear message. Your season of supernatural promotion is here. It is a season where God's favor will be visible, where your influence will expand, and where your purpose will manifest in ways that will leave a lasting impact on your life and the lives of those around you. But this promotion is not just about elevation, it is about transformation. It is about becoming the person God intended you to be, the woman who walks in integrity, faith, and authority, who carries influence responsibly, and who fulfills her destiny with excellence. It is important to remember that promotion often requires action. God positions you, but He also calls you to step forward in faith. Opportunities may appear that require courage, Decisions may come that challenge your comfort zone, and responsibilities may grow in ways that demand your best effort. This is the time to move boldly, knowing that you are equipped and guided by the hand of God. Trust the process, embrace the lessons, and walk confidently into the doors He opens. Your faithfulness in the preparation, your alignment with His vision, and your willingness to act when called will determine how fully you step into this supernatural season. Never underestimate the importance of gratitude and humility in this season. Even as doors open, favor increases, and influence grows, remember that every blessing comes from God. Acknowledging His hand in every step ensures that your promotion is sustainable and that your impact honors Him. Humility keeps your heart aligned with His purpose, preventing pride from diminishing the power and effectiveness of your influence. Beloved, the moment to rise has come. The signs are unmistakable. The preparation is complete and the favor is flowing. Walk boldly, with faith in your heart, confidence in your purpose, and trust in God's perfect timing. Supernatural promotion is not just a promise, it is your reality in the making. Step into it, embrace it, and let it transform your life and the lives of all those around you. The best is not just ahead, it is here, waiting for you to claim it with courage, wisdom, and unwavering faith. Your destiny is calling, and God Himself is leading you into it. Ultimately, the increase in responsibility and influence is both a preparation and a confirmation. It signifies that God is actively positioning her for a higher level of impact, providing her with the tools, experience, and wisdom needed to thrive. When she embraces these new responsibilities with diligence, humility, and faith, she demonstrates readiness for the promotion that God has ordained. This stage ensures that when the moment of elevation arrives, she is not only capable of handling it, but poised to maximize its potential for lasting success, blessing others, and advancing her God-given purpose. A final, powerful sign that a woman is being led into a season of supernatural promotion is the appearance of divine connections and mentorship in her life. These are not mere coincidences or casual relationships. They are strategically orchestrated by God to position her for her next level of influence and purpose. Divine connections serve as bridges to opportunities, sources of guidance, and catalysts for growth. When God is preparing a woman for promotion, He places people in her path who will encourage, challenge, and equip her for the responsibilities that lie ahead. Recognizing and embracing these connections is essential for stepping into her divine destiny. Divine connections often begin in subtle ways. A woman may encounter individuals who seem to understand her vision, support her dreams, or inspire her to think bigger. These people may be mentors who provide wisdom from experience, peers who offer collaboration and insight, or leaders who open doors of opportunity. Sometimes these relationships appear at moments when she feels uncertain or stuck, serving as confirmations that God is actively orchestrating her journey. Each connection carries potential for growth, influence, and the alignment of circumstances that will prepare her for promotion. Mentorship, in particular, plays a critical role. God uses experienced guides to impart knowledge, provide accountability, and model godly leadership. Mentors help the woman navigate complex situations, refine her skills, and develop the character necessary for higher levels of responsibility. Through their guidance, she learns to make wise decisions, avoid pitfalls, and embrace opportunities with confidence. Mentorship also provides encouragement and affirmation, reminding her that God's plan is unfolding even when progress seems slow or challenges arise. Divine connections are also instrumental in opening doors to supernatural favor. These relationships often lead to introductions, collaborations, and opportunities that would be difficult, if not impossible, to access independently. God aligns people with influence, resources, and insight in ways that accelerate promotion and increase impact. It is not just about networking or social strategy. It is about spiritual alignment, where God positions key individuals to support the fulfillment of His purposes. Recognizing the significance of these relationships is crucial, as they often determine the trajectory of the woman's advancement. Another important aspect is discernment. Not every connection will be beneficial or aligned with God's plan. Divine connections require wisdom to navigate, an ability to recognize which relationships carry purpose and which may distract or hinder growth. As the woman develops spiritual discernment, she can identify the mentors, allies, and supporters that God is sending her way. This ability to discern ensures that she invests time, energy, and trust in relationships that contribute to her preparation for supernatural promotion, rather than being led astray by human ambition or emotional attachment. These connections also cultivate collaboration and community. God does not intend for promotion to be a solitary journey. By surrounding the woman with the right people, He provides support, inspiration, and accountability. The wisdom, encouragement, and perspective of others strengthen her capacity to lead effectively, make strategic decisions, and embrace her full potential. Divine connections create a network of reinforcement, ensuring that she is equipped not only for immediate promotion, but for sustained success in her season of influence. Ultimately, divine connections and mentorship are a clear indication that God is actively preparing a woman for supernatural promotion. They signify that she is not walking alone, that her steps are guided, and that the resources and wisdom she needs are being placed in her life at the perfect time. By recognizing, embracing, and nurturing these relationships, she positions herself to maximize the opportunities, favor, and impact that God has orchestrated for her. Divine connections are both a tool and a confirmation. They prepare, empower, and propel her into the season of promotion that is divinely appointed, ensuring that she walks boldly into her God-given destiny. As we reflect on these signs, it becomes clear that a season of supernatural promotion is not accidental. It is divinely orchestrated. God is intentional in His preparation, in the clarity He reveals, in the favor He grants, in the peace He provides, in the responsibilities He entrusts, and in the connections He places along your path. Each of these signs is a confirmation that you are being positioned for something greater than you have ever imagined. Promotion from God is never just about status or recognition. It is about alignment with His purpose, obedience to His guidance, and faithfulness in the process. It is about being prepared inside and out, so that when doors open, you are ready to walk through them with wisdom, courage, and integrity. These signs remind us that God is not only preparing us for promotion, He is shaping us to sustain it, to use it for His glory, and to impact the lives of others. Beloved, if you recognize these signs in your life, know that your season has come or is on the horizon. You may have faced challenges, doubts, or delays, but none of these are setbacks. They are stepping stones. The favor, clarity, peace, responsibility, and divine connections you are experiencing are all pieces of a divine puzzle, leading you into a season of unprecedented breakthrough. So embrace this season with faith. Walk boldly into the opportunities God is placing before you. Trust His timing. Lean on His wisdom and let your life reflect the purpose He has crafted uniquely for you. Know that promotion is not just about elevation. It is about alignment, impact, and destiny. Step forward confidently, for God is not only leading you, He is lifting you. Your season of supernatural promotion has arrived. Walk into it with courage, gratitude, and unwavering trust in His hand. The best is yet to come, and it will surpass even your greatest expectations.